Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in his law, and in his law do we meditate day and night. But his delight is in the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Welcome for yet another Monday evening. A Monday evening when we're still in a place where the Jamaican people have not been given any directives as to how we will be navigating the war in the Middle East. Leadership. I was in the town of Port Antonio today, and I met with a few other business people. I had some discussions with them. People who have been in the town for quite some time, operating their business. And they are disheartened and they are saddened. They are saddened by the management of the town of Port Antonio. They are saddened by it. Because the deterioration of the town of Port Antonio as it relates to sanitation, as it relates to coordination. I want to say good evening to the police. You see the police in the town. But the town needs cleaning. The town needs some level of organization. Portlanders, are you not seeing it? Portlanders, are you not seeing the town regressing? Are you not seeing it? No care for the homeless or the street people, if you, whatever you choose to call them. No care for them. The town is overrun by stray dogs. And when a one drain or a two drain is clean, the residue from the drain, the garbage, the sludge from the drain is left at the side of the drain. It shouldn't be left there not even for a day. It adds to the stinkness, the rankness of the town of Port Antonio. And I want to welcome everybody online. Welcome, good evening, and welcome. And, you know, it is taking up time when I have to come here and I talk about the town. I want to extend an invitation to the mayor of Port Antonio to come on Portland Spice TV and talk to us. And if you don't want to do that, I want to extend an invitation for you to watch the program and send us some indication that you are watching, because we want to talk with you. But if you don't want to talk with us, we'd love to talk to you. Ultimately, you, the mayor of Port Antonio, you hear him? The mayor of Port Antonio. That is your public duty. And you get money. How much you get? About $30 million a year? Or 40 million? Or 50 million a year you get to look after the town? Wait, go. Wait, go, Mr. Mayor. $4 million a month? I not understand you, Mr. Mayor. I not understand you. Yeah. You get all this money every month to manage the town of Port Antonio, and the town rank stink, nasty, dirty. Even shoves are overgrow the town. Grass are take over. Yeah, listen, man. How do you plea, Mr. Mayor? How do you plea? It cannot be. You're listening to the Colin Bell Show live on Portland Spice TV. We do this every Monday evening, Tuesday evening, Wednesday evening, 5 p.m. to 7, 2 hours. And then we have a call on Councillor Dexter Rowland, Councillor Wayne Mackenzie. You are the two councillors that your division controls the town, crisscross the town. Parts of the town in Division 1, part in Division 2. You also have a responsibility to the people of the township. So not because you know another mayor and you know get the township money means that you don't have any responsibility. You, Wayne Mackenzie, you, Dexter Rowland, have a responsibility to ensure is either meant can't maintain now to have to come back to some semblance of decorum and beauty. There's no beauty in Porty right now. The town is a mess. Nowhere for pedestrians to walk. Nowhere for vendors to sell. What is going on? No organization. Somebody need to talk to this mayor. Somebody need to talk to this mayor of Port Antonio. Nastiness overrunning Port Antonio. But I never upload nothing for sure, no? Oh. Hold on. Level of nastiness. Me have pictures, you know? Me have pictures. Me not even did do the garbage. But maybe them pictures are too long. Me just come out of the town, so me never really have this on the agenda today, you know. Me never have Port Antonio on the agenda, but I just came out of the town. Nasty. All right. Let me take you to what has been bothering me over the weekend. I was in Port Antonio years ago and was shocked to see the condition of the town last time I was there. It's a damn shame. Good afternoon, Christopher Campbell. The question is, what is the daily direction or lack of... What is the daily direction or lack of resource, whether financial or human? What is the cause of Port Antonio decay? The cause of Port Antonio decay is the decay of leadership. Let me tell you, simple. The decay of the leadership of the town. There are some people who are elected by the people and paid by the government to manage the operations of the town. So there's no question who is in charge. The mayor, Paul Thompson, is in charge of Port Antonio. We could put that clear on the table. The buck stops at the mayor. The councillors also have a responsibility So it's not one layer now. The top man is the mayor. Him get money that is called township to manage the town and see to it at the town sanitation is good and the aesthetic of the town is good and traffic is in place because the mayor responsible for traffic in the town too. Yeah? No found me no know that. The mayor is the chairman of the municipal corporation, which is the local government, which is in charge of the operation of the parish, supported by his directors who are the councillors, 8 other councillors with him, them in charge of the management of the town and the parish. The member of parliament is the parishes or the constituencies legislature. That you know. The MP is the legislature for the constituency, sent to parliament to make laws. That is the MP's primary responsibility. Then to make representation for the people. Representation, you know. Because the MP no fix road. You know if you know that. And no MP fix road. MP make representation to get the road fixed. Government have to agree and then NWA. So it's a little bit about governance that. The mayor with the councillors and the MP. I would have put the MP fourth. May I tell you? But also have a critical responsibility. Isaac Buchanan has been there now for what? 6-7 months. You have to take up the mantle, brother. Because nobody else did not do it. You see the situation. So you have to step in. Yeah, we only hope right now. Because all who else we call have been there for many years. They are battle weary. Some of them have thrown up their hands. They have given up. It's a shame that this is what we're paying for. Because we're paying for it, you know. We're paying for all of this. These people are paid by our tax dollars. But we get nothing. So I want to go to the national issue we're out there. And what people are missing. My listeners and viewers and subscribers. Share up the channel. Invite some people to come watch this. Because the critical thing a lot of people missing. And God has brought evidence for us. But not for we have missed it. So I have searched social media, listening out for the labor right bloggers, and all they are talking about is Angela Burke lifting the mace and how despicable it is. My question this evening. The court has just ruled that Prime Minister Andrew Holness was about to destroy the Dry Harbor Mountains. Unconstitutionally. He was doing that unconstitutionally. Stepped out of the bounds of the Constitution to grant a permit that the technical expert says should not be granted. Overrule them, grant the permit with no explanation. Man, no give no explanation, I must listen. And is now asking the Jamaican people to give him legal authority to do it. If this bill pass and Andrew Holness do the same thing, can it be thrown out? What is more despicable, people? Touching that mace that is Jamaica worshipping a symbol. You don't realize what the Christian them there, what the spiritual people them there, to realize that the behavior of Juliet Holness is tantamount to worshipping idol. You know, say idol worshipping. The lady lost control because you touched the mace. Yes, the country law says if you touch the mace, it is a breach. But is it a breach for somebody to lose their composure? Does that tantamount to idol worshipping? And I want to ask Mr. Stamp coming on later. I want to ask Mr. Stamp about idol worshipping. Because you could have stopped and said, Comrade Brownberg, I name you. You rise the mace, which is against the parliamentary laws. Certainly not against God laws, but against the parliamentary laws. You rise the mace, and therefore, based on the standing orders, you will be suspended for the rest of the sitting of the House. What would be wrong with her doing it that way? Professionally. Instead of, out, outside. Get angry. Marshal, go for her. Does that tantamount to idol worshipping? Look at the contrast now. The Prime Minister was giving permission to tear down Dry Harbor for mining to take place in there, breaking the Constitution to do it. No outrage. Hold on the caller, because I have to play them two clip here. Because I want to know which part Jamaica there.
Additional reactions to the Constitutional Court's ruling for the Bengal mining lease. And it's a 94-page...
It's not that one I wanted to hear first. Listen to this
welcomed one. Yesterday's... The parliamentary opposition has welcomed yesterday's Supreme Court ruling that struck down the environmental permit granted to Bengal Development for a proposed mining project in St. Anne. The full court found that the decision by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, who was the Minister of Economic Growth and Job Creation, to approve the permit for Bengal Development is likely to breach citizens' constitutional right to a healthy and productive environment. The court also found that the state failed to justify the decision under the required constitutional test. As a result, the environmental permit issued to Bengal Development has been declared void and of no legal effect. Opposition spokesperson on environment and climate resilience, Omar Newell, says the court ruling affirms that the people of Jamaica have a constitutional right to a healthy and productive environment.
And that right is not negotiable. As far back as 2020, we sounded the alarm. When the then government signaled its intention to push this permit through, the PNP stood up and said, not at this cost. The Dry Harbor Mountains are home to endangered species, critical watersheds, and communities that depend on a clean living environment. We were right then. This court has confirmed it. This ruling is also historic for another reason. It is the first time that the environmental rights provision within the Jamaica's Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms has been adjudicated by our courts. That is a milestone every Jamaican should be proud of. But this victory must lead to lasting change.
Opposition spokesperson on environment and climate resilience, Omar Newell.
So, see there? That is the first clip I want to play for you. No, I want to play the second clip. I want to play the second clip now.
Additional reactions to the Constitutional Court's ruling for the Bengal mining lease. And it's a 94-page judgment. It's a very, very thorough judgment. And the court during the judgment points to the regulatory authority, that's the Natural Resources Conservation Authority, is having refused the application for the permit. The authority expressly stated that the proposed development should not be approved and identified likely harm to natural resources and public health. They made reference to what they call the trenchant objection from the Forestry Department, identifying irreplaceable loss of dry limestone forests, failure of post-quarry reforestation efforts at other sites, and the importance of the forest, including oxygen production, water filtration, and so on. And then they go down, they say a little later on, and I want to read this because this is really important. They speak about the minister's treatment of the environmental evidence. And of course, this is a minister of what was then economic growth and job creation, now economic growth and infrastructure development, which is the prime minister. It said, and it speaks of his treatment of the environmental evidence. It says the concerns before him were considerable and wide-ranging. They covered biodiversity, hydrology, air quality, public health, scenic value, and the impossibility of restoring the lost forest despite any post-quarry rehabilitation efforts. The NRCA is a body charged by law with environmental protection. Its assessments carry substantial weight. The court said it is not saying that the minister has to agree with the NRCA, but once he chose to disagree, there had to be a clear evidence-based reasoned justification for doing so. There has to be something explaining why the authority's conclusion was wrong, overstated, or sufficiently answered. There is no such reasoning before the court. And the court said the minister hearing the appeal remained bound by the Constitution. And let me bring in at this point, we still have...
So, if you listen to that, what the court is saying, for the Prime Minister to overrule NEPA and forestry, it must come with some evidence. The court is saying in this instant, the Prime Minister provide no information on the reason why him overrule NEPA and forestry. Him never have no reason. Him never give the court no reason. Mean you never have none. Because when you put your case forward, your lawyer will say what it is that you are standing on. You must tell a lawyer something. Obviously, not tell him lawyer them nothing. So for no reason, the technical people them say, yo, this, maybe them say this is the water source. This is a place that is valuable to the environment. You can't disturb it. And he went ahead. It's the same thing he's asking for in the NARA. I am asking this evening, what Angela Burke did in the parliament and what Andrew Holness did with overturning that decision by NEPA and forestry, which one is more despicable? Which one spells more danger for the people of Jamaica? Come on, Jamaica. We don't need to wake up and see what is happening. 804-7072. Good afternoon. Caller? Caller?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Did Angela Burke Brown break the Constitution?
No.
Well, the Prime Minister did, don't it?
Yes. Angela breached
the
parliamentary guidelines.
Right. So out of a breach the parliamentary guideline and break the Constitution, which is more dangerous?
Well, breaking the Constitution is more grievous. And it is more grievous even by the chief servant who swear to uphold and protect the Constitution.
There you go, Colin. So that's why this one, if you listen to the NARA bill, you know, and hear what this one I put forth in the NARA bill, you know, it's things like those he want to do, you know.
It is
the exact, can't question him, you know.
Is the exact thing. The man want to put the corruption into law. So he's legislating corruption.
Yeah, you understand? So if we sit down and close the eye and listen to them, I talk about touching whatever they call it, the pagan,
Listen, the Bible, if
Bakamasa.
you're going by the Bible says give to Caesar what is Caesar and to God what is God. Yeah? But the Bible
Right.
also said, thou shalt have no other God but me. And it say, you know, for
Right.
worship fall God. And you know, for worship
Right.
symbols and them kind of something there. The way how the speaker behave, this
He got
looks
the
to
house
me,
behave.
this look to me like idol worshipping. So I asking
But-
Mr. Stamp this evening on religious freedom to speak to us about idol worshipping, and does this equates to idol worshipping? Where are the
Colin.
spiritual people in Jamaica? Nobody no see that.
Colin, you look at the behavior of the speaker of the house. Did we really observe and see the behavior of the speaker of the house? Do people realize and see the behavior of the speaker of the house how she talk to the lady?
She lost it, brother.
She more than lose it.
She lost it.
It's like our God she touch. It's like our God she touch.
tell her. How dare you? How dare you?
Yeah, man, Colin, this in a sense, Colin, man. The prime minister should resign because he's continuing to break the constitution over again. You cannot put in power to protect the constitution and you continue to break the constitution. Colin, I want you to tell the listener this. Is there any other government that's break the constitution like this prime minister?
We'd have to do a research. I took some time yesterday morning to explain the tiers of government and the different arms of government, how they work. The legislature make the laws. The executive makes policies and get them implemented. The judiciary interpret the law. And every time the judiciary has to interpret the prime minister's action, the prime minister is found guilty of breaking the constitution that he swears to defend and uphold and defend one and the same.
So no, you see we turning a banana republic now, Colin. No, you see this man wants to tell us a dictator.
Tell him. But you know, we're not there. We are on the road. And there is a man who is intending on taking us there. It is for the people now. The people have to determine.
Say, we Jamaican people now, we can't leave this to the opposition alone.
No, it can't be.
We, the Jamaican people, have to take it to the street because this thing is bigger than the opposition. This is not a PMP or JP thing.
No, it's not a politics thing.
For Jamaican.
It's not a politics thing, this. Labor rights, do you want to see Jamaica become a dictatorship? Do you want a dictator to be running Jamaica? The prime minister shows all the tendencies. And it reaches a stage now where you can actually call it. I said the man is a dictator.
You know, the man is a dictator.
It called already. It called itself.
Yeah, it called itself, Colin, man. You see the man behavior, man. And the man style, and the man trickery, and the man style. Trickery, pure trickery. Like a serpent. The man is like a serpent.
Brother, the people of Jamaica have to decide, because you see where the argument is? Angela Brown-Burke taking up the mace.
Colin,
and everybody totally forget Andrew Holness was about to destroy the Dry Harbor Mountains.
Colin, what Angela do, what Angela do is child's play.
Child's
Just
play.
remember that.
Yes.
Child's play. Child's play.
And what Angela did should have gone further.
Colin, she a joker.
Should have gone further.
I know she should have the maze, got that shit away.
Hello, man, sure. That meeting should have done right there. So the minute you put your hand on the mace, comrade chairman, the minute you put your hand on the mace, the sitting at the house should have done.
Of course, man. That's what I do, man.
If the mace have so much power and foolishness are gone, lock off the power.
Right.
Hey,
if I not can't keep it quiet. Yeah, if I not can't get your attention, then you
lock it off. BBC,
lock it
CNN,
off.
NBC, ABC, Portland Spice TV, Partner Draw TV, Perry Cummins conversation, everybody, if you have it, I show it.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Radicalism.
Man, that is my 2 cents in a Colin.
Yes, man. When Michael Manley blocked the road halfway tree and bust a man to tear off him shirt and say, shoot me instead of the people them. At them moment there, when Mark Golding go to Parliament on the roadside, and one of them moment there you miss, Comrade Chairman. One of them moment there you miss. That should have start the rally. Right there, so. The rally should have started, Comrade Brown Burke. Hello. Good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Blessings, Colin. Blessings.
One love.
One love, brother. Hey, listen. But just a couple things to say real quick. We can talk real quick?
Yes, man. Go right ahead. You're live on the air.
All right. Blessed family. Blessed everybody in the chat.
Yeah, man.
Anjo, I know you're listening. I have a couple words for you, Anjo. Real quick. You and your Bigfoot woman. Sorry.
Hey,
excuse my,
take your time.
Sorry. Yeah. But listen, let me tell you something, Anjo. Even if the Nara bill get to the point where it's gonna pass, if you don't listen to Mr. Hyman every day, something wrong with you. Because there's a war on the other side of the world that affects the whole world. So, if the Nara bill does come to pass, the money will only be used, people, for survival and sustaining the country. You understand me, Anjo? I know you listen. I know you listen to Portland Spice every day, Anjo. So I talk to you straight. And Sir Colin Bell, I go give you straight. And Mr. Hyman, I go give it to you straight. There's a war. And if you don't mention something about the war and warn the people about agriculture and planting something in their backyard and keeping everything safe and clean, because guess what? The partnership that you have with the United States is going to fail if Donald Trump keeps continuing what he's doing. And I'm telling you, the Nara bill that you are trying to push with all these billions of dollars and loans that our grandchildren will have to pay back, all it's going to do is to sustain the gas, sustain the fuel, sustain certain living things in America. Certain things that, in Jamaica, that people need. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
And far from this is not going to come from America. It might come from another country, because guess what? The way things are going with this war, America will lose. Do you understand?
Well, we are losing the financial part of the war already, brother.
Exactly. What about the agriculture part? How are we going to feed our people in the end?
Yeah.
Let me just say one thing to you, Anjo. Anjo, hold on the Colin Bell. Hold on the Sir Bell. Let me just talk to Anjo for a second. Anjo, may I talk to you now?
Talk to Anjo.
Anjo, the money, the loan where you'll get, make sure, Anjo, nobody no touch that, Make sure nobody no touch that. Me know say certain people in your party go want thief and you don't have control. You don't.
Andrew don't even know say I protect where I try to protect him,
Me know, man.
I protect where I try to protect your Prime Minister.
He's not the boss. Believe me, people. Andrew is a puppet controlled by strings. I would love to see who's controlling those strings, but we will never hear that part in the public.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something, Andrew. Stay focused on the brother, because the money from Nara is going to sustain the country as long as this war keeps going on. So nobody with your bag and miss this and miss. Don't do that. Don't no distractions around here. I mean, I understand you do certain things with the hills and you do certain things with the mountain and this and that. Brother, you can't do it. You can't do it. Just focus on the people. You need to come out and you need to talk to them about the war, other than Daryl Vaz, because only Daryl Vaz and me a little piece of Mark Gordon I talk about the war a little bit, but Daryl Vaz really put it to you about you too much carried up on the road and ray. That's the closest it's been.
Yeah.
But
at least Daryl said something.
At least Daryl says something.
It's a damn shame the Prime Minister nor the Finance Minister not talk to the people of the country yet. What can go so?
What can go so? Like, you don't understand what's going on.
Oil is now consistently over $100 a barrel.
Jesus.
And Christ. As an oil-depending nation, our Prime Minister have not seen it fit to address the nation.
He haven't said a word. He's silent. He's silent. Let me just say one thing to you, Andrew. I don't know if you like the US dollar versus the yen, but brother, you need to make a decision. Like, let me repeat it. I don't know if you like the US dollar how it look, to it have a big blue face, or you like the yen with the Chinaman pan it to do Karachi. You hear me what I tell you now, you know? Listen to me. Pay attention, Andrew. I don't know what's going on with it, but the Naira money, if this bill does pass, make sure nobody not touch it, you know, brother. Make sure, you know? Because if they touch this money and they take this money and do what they want to do with it, they buy birthday cake, they throw a party, they this and that, ray. Listen, I don't want you none of that.
Don't touch this piece of money.
Side of the world. Eh?
Don't touch this money.
Don't touch this money. There's a war on the other side of the world. Our grandchildren need this money to sustain themselves. You hear me? Build back agriculture, start exporting, stop importing, make us go back to the grassroots, go back to the chalkboard, brother.
Are you aware that Jamaica's export fell 13.4% last year?
Brother, I could have guessed that. I could have probably guessed that. If you see a man pan line of onions, bags and bags and tons of onions, that's glutton, brother. You know, see that man easy. But you see, the problem is not, Sir Colin. People now have the foresight to see that far. They now have the foresight.
Well, you know, Carla, let me tell you something. And then let me tell you all something though. That a lot of people in the world, if you not set something for them, them now do nothing. And that's why leadership is critical. Because a lot of people are followers.
It is.
So you have to chart a course for them. If you don't chart the course, they ain't going nowhere.
Right.
You understand?
This is what a recipe. You know what this is a recipe for? If they don't know, and then all of a sudden, when it hits them with the knowledge, and they finally do know, do you know what that's a recipe for?
Disaster.
You see what I'm saying? Disaster, brother. Disaster. Panic was set in. Hold on, me can't buy none from the store. Hold on, gas gone. Hold on, what? Hold on, hey, nothing eat today, you know. Hold on, yo, man, I have to call me charging them, you know, rah. Yo, panic will set in.
Panic will set in, yes.
It will set in.
And that's why at a stage like this, and some people might say, why you not call upon Prime Minister to address the nation? Because at a stage like this, the nation need guidance. And you realize how often them used to have press conference in a COVID?
Jesus
because
Christ.
The place needs guidance. There is a crisis now that the government is not even reacting to. They are not even reacting. Because anything they do now is a reaction. But you must react. And then the Prime Minister must come to the nation and basically give us that confidence that they are aware of what is going on. Things are being put in place to combat some of the problems. We have given them some suggestion. One of the things that they must do about energy immediately. So are them things that we are talking about.
Yeah. I honestly believe that. One more thing I like to say when Mr. Harmon come on.
Yeah.
I just want you to ask him what's the dollar Not the dollar towards trading on the US dollar. I don't want to know that amount. I already know it's like between 160 and 167. But I want to know the Chinese money. Because our Chinese are listen, people.
Okay.
Our Chinese money are gonna run the world, I don't know if you notice,
So how much is one Chinese? What Chinese use again? Japan use yen.
Them call it yen.
No,
yes,
man, Japanese use yen. The Chinese, I don't think.
Know the Chinese.
I don't. How use rupees? India? Not me, remember. Yuan.
One of them, but we just want to know the
Somebody
the
said
value of the
it's
dollar.
the yuan.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just want to know the value of the dollar to Jamaican.
What is the Chinese yuan to the Jamaican dollar? All right.
The Jamaican dollar.
Yes. All right.
Because they are the next super. The next super. You understand?
All right, brother. One love.
All right, one love. Bless up.
1-876-804-7072. We're opening the phones. Which one is more despicable? What Angela Brownberg did by touching the mace, or what Andrew Holness was about to do to Dry Harbor Mountain? Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We're live on Portland Spice TV. Good evening.
Okay, when Ralston come on, I would like to ask him. You see, what is the implications of UAE leaving the oil? What the oil thing the name?
OPEC,
leaving OPEC. What's the implications of that?
Well, what the explanation I hear them give is that them can't move no oil. So why be a member of OPEC? I don't know if you have to pay a fee to be a member of the OPEC. So I will definitely bring up that to Ralston when he gets on later.
Yes, please. Here?
Yeah, man. One love.
Keep the fire blazing here, Papa.
Yes,
I love it.
Bless up. 1-876-804-7072. It is a critical question. And share up the live, people, and like up the live for me, please. Touch the thumbs up, give me some interaction. Like up the live. Which one is more despicable? Angela Brownberg taking up the mace, or Andrew Holness overruling forestry and NEPA to destroy Dry Harbor Mountain? Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Yes, good evening, Colin.
Which one is more despicable?
I don't know if it's a blue moon or two sun they're gonna meet or what. But don't you know that over regime radio, there's a clip going to run with Cliff Hughes. Yes, found back his moral compass.
But Mark Golding.
But big up Mark Golding.
But truth is oil, you know.
It always have to rise to the top.
It have to rise to the top. How long we've been telling you all on this station that Mark Golding is the best legislature in the parliament. Yes. He's not just a damn good legislature, Cliff Hughes. Mark Golding is the best legislature in the parliament right now, barring none. That's what we've been saying. Philip Palwell first say it, you know. And Philip Palwell first come out and say it, you know.
Yeah, remember you've been saying that, we need to have the shredder. We instead of Marky G, we need to have the shredder as one of his moniker. Cause the man just look on the thing, just sit down and look. And while them in there raving and whatnot, the man is busily doing what he was sent there to do, and he's perusing and I point out. If all of you correct them, you remember during the budget, he even had to say to the Minister of Finance that, I think, I cannot lie, Colin, even a simple word make a difference.
Of course, yeah, man. Words have meaning in the writing of law and the interpretation of the law. Words have meaning.
Yes, So, in my face, instead of you in there, you better use them or there or where.
Yeah, man.
So I'm saying,
and that's why you see it, Marie. That's why I want to just take this opportunity right here to say to the government: listen to Mark Golding, listen to the civil society groups. The bill, if you really believe that NARA should do good for Jamaica, and you want NARA to be good to Jamaica, send the bill to a joint select committee of parliament and get a proper bill.
Yes.
With the safeguards.
Yes.
Yeah, to secure the money. Andrew Holness, don't tell us that you alone can secure the money, because that's what you are telling us. And time and time again, the court tell us that you are a constant breaker of the Constitution.
Constitution, that man has
you're a serial breaker of the Constitution of Jamaica, Andrew Holness, and that is not Colin Bell's opinion. That is law. That is facts.
Trump 2.0, you know, and the thing about it is that now he's on a different tangent now, Colin. The man I talk about a park in every parish. A park in every parish. Can you believe that when the people them down are West still under tarpaulin? Oh, and when you have people, developers that work themselves, when they are building housing development, them have green spaces in there. And for Jamaica, crime climates here. Much people have time for go in a park to sit down. These are not the days when Sunday evening when people would get dressed and them pitting and them go in a park and sit and watch the pitting them a chew and play a ball. You see this man parties are warped, Colin. When we're supposed to be thinking about development, social development, building houses, schools, stuff like that. You talk about a parking and everything.
People don't live nowhere, so you want to show them something, a feel good something.
Yes.
People need shelter.
Even up on a legacy thing right now, But Mr. Prime Minister, build houses, show up the infrastructure, roads, stuff like that. Do that. People don't need no park. People don't have no time for that. People don't think about the park. And with many, how am I going to put these parks to, Colin? Where are these parks going to be?
What about the markets? Port Antonio need a market right now, Mr. Prime Minister. The market was burnt down. We were told it would be the fastest market to rebuild in Jamaica. We're far from that.
What about hospitals, Colin? Hospitals need shoring up. Hospitals need bed. We need dialysis centers. Them stuff there. Those are the things. If you want, since you're Pharaoh and you have the legacy thing, these are projects. Sit down with your advisors, them, and make them show you the things that you're supposed to do. Social development for the people of Jamaica. But I know Colin. I don't know when Andrew Eddie, I don't know who advise me, I don't know.
Well, we've been asking who are the advisors to the Prime Minister, and I don't think we've been doing a good job of it in finding out these people.
I'm going to have some good advisors, but Andrew look like him not tech talking.
Yeah, but because it is safe to assume that him not tech talk when you listen to the judge's ruling. The technical expert says no, and you just say yes. Without any background in environment.
Him ears hard. Because
broken ears.
If I got to the Senate, because remember they have the numbers. I know that I reached the court and them have another last underneath them there. Boy, I'm coming like West Indies. One if not, I forget me. All right, Colin.
Blessings. 1-876-804-7072. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We do it every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday evening from 5 o'clock. The best discussion on governance in Jamaica. Here comes Marshy. Good evening, Colonel Marshy.
Well, one.
Midday here, Marshy.
Yeah, man.
This Mace thing, is this idol worshipping? Is worship where I worship the Mace of Jamaica?
Listen to me. The Ark of the Covenant, you see?
Hey, tell her. Serious place that. Serious something that.
Sacred. It was sacred because one time the Ark rock. And the Ark rock come a man named Uzzah. I go try to tackle the Ark. And him touch it. And God smite him, kill him same time.
Yeah, but you realize that when they hold up the Ark, they were winning the war.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not done yet. The Philistine and the Israeli are war. And the Philistine bad man off Israel and take away the Ark of the Covenant from them. Right?
Yeah.
It caused problem over there, so. But the problem is that the Ark of the Covenant was sacred.
Yes.
The damn piece of scrap metal where they have in the house are idolized. What should I take out and throw, sell it, make
God
Danville
give with that.
Sell it. Eh?
I know God give with that. The slave master them left that so if you hold on to
Then
that.
that me talk about, man. Then get Danville Walker make him sell it as scrap metal.
Tala.
This damn foolishness. Where we forget serious plan and where Andrew Wallace get see. And you want Cliff Hughes. You see, when you open Cliff Hughes head, you know, Cliff Hughes head and Shrimp's head and lobster being the same thing, you know. So in did talk how it is, how good it is and all of them, something down, you're wrong and all of them. I know you not talk nothing about the baby of Mr. Agnes, you know.
No, them not see it. I brought it up in an interview on Richie B's program with Marlon Morgan. I spoke to it. Marlon never even respond to that.
He can't say nothing, man. I heard the interview, you know. I heard it.
Beautiful.
I heard it. You see, nothing, them not have nothing to say about that. But yeah, well, these people just waste people time and I do distraction.
Yes,
but them I use that to distract from the real issue, you know.
Look what the court rule. And you might hear what a man him said to me. A man said to me yesterday, say, boy, him not hear that nowhere in a mainstream media. I say, yeah, man, it's out there.
Not talking.
But guess what? Social media now pick it up neither because away from here. And me hear Bowler and repeat some of it. Which part else you hear it? You hear no else?
I do. Me not hear. In honesty, me not hear no way. But when me hear on social media, Christopher Tufton walk around and interview people about oral sex.
But where they. Hold on. Junior called me today. And Junior said to me, say, Colin, the Nara, here it is. The Nara is supposed to prop up the real estate sector. I never hear.
All right.
Well, I
wonder who in a real estate business big enough to. You can't tell me one lady.
But when me I say, wanna listen to what I just said a little while. The Nara is geared towards popping up or hyping up or assisting the real estate sector. Who are some of the big players in our real estate in Jamaica?
Miss Agnes.
This is not a rumor, you know, people.
No, I'm a rumor. And who Miss a part of it? Miss Agnes. And everybody know Miss Agnes. But none of them know Miss Agnes and know what she.
Look here.
Miss Agnes in a real estate business.
Look here, I want to look up on the screen. GIS. Nara to drive real estate investment. Minister Montague said. And the Prime Minister wants to be the authority, the sole authority in Nara. See it there.
They're not that
GIS
that's
news.
That's why Miss Agnes no want hear nobody else say nothing in a parliament. It a go mash up them business. Jamaican, for God's sake, couldn't wake up no man. If we must die, make we die like a and dog and then sitting there, Me can't quote that something that good. You can't quote it better than me. Make we get up off our front side. Remember, Miss Agnes, them have all $800 million apartment and all them things. Some people just want to own Jamaica for themselves, brethren. And we just sit back and allow certain things to just go on. Bobby Montague, in a parliament, the same night in a parliament, But Miss Agnes, I tell Mr. Agnes not to this. When Dr. Dawes did I mention some of the thing in there, I mentioned about the used car and there's something there. You know what one boy in a parliament sitting and a fan off the man? When I fan off Angela Brownberg when she talked about the used car for the police them, we all know they not come. The boy, you know what the boy was sitting and a fan off Angela Brownberg?
I promise I'm not being.
Go on, Marshy, may I listen to you?
Yes, one boy, the man who me call boy, a Bobby Montague
sit down and a fan with them, you know. When the people them talk about the used car, when give money friend and the car, them can't go.
When lick catch him, man. When lick catch him. He might weave off and lick catch him. Hold on, Marshy. Let me see if I find something for you.
Tell you this.
Yes, sir. Let
me tell you this. If you will just, I do. It says, if we must die, let it not be like hogs, hunted and penned in an inglorious spot, while round us bark the mad and hungry dogs, making their mock of our cursed lot. If we must die, oh, let us nobly die, so that our precious blood will not be spent in vain. So even the monsters we defy shall be constrained to honor us, though dead.
Yes, Marshy.
Yes, sir. Thank you for that, sir. And we should not sit back and allow these things, something like that to happen. Thank you, Dana Scott Matley. We sit down and we allow the people them to do them. Andrew Owens and his wife want own Jamaica. And some of the thief them were around him. We trust Bobby Montague in agree back a used car. We trust Weekly in agree back a used car, man. We trust Weekly got petrol drum. I know it go. I went in there. Yeah, one friend went in there petrol drum. Come out to the whole heap of gas station. That friend. And you have Tufton. We started out to repair hospital for 2 billion. Now, our 26, 27, 28 billion and counting. But just before I go, Tufton must go to hell. This Daniel Thompson from RGR, God bless his soul.
Yes.
That passed on, and this way me I go say on me say, because him work with Emily Crooks, so they have a close relationship. And when the man takes sick and when I rush to the man to hospital, the son call Emily. You know what happened? The man might did have to go do an operation, and the hospital don't have the medication. I send the son go roads to go buy the medication. And the son need police escort. Emily him call. And when the son call Emily call somebody from halfway through the police station to get the boy escort to carry up the medication to University Hospital. Dr. Tufton. And them thing that you fear deal with Dr. Tufton. And I'm just saying, Emily Crooks just saying, I then think the Tufton say deal with Tufton and walk up and with my question people about where I say. That is a damn slackness and Jamaica people. Sit down and talk foolishness, man. Good evening here, sir.
Good evening, Marshy. Raleigh, good evening.
Yeah, man, good evening.
Congratulations, my brother. We are sure them say you give lectures on these things and you moderate these kind of things. Tell us about this. This is presented to Ralston Iman. You were the moderator at what? Stock Exchange, what they did today?
Regional Capital Markets and Investment Conference. We moderate a whole lot of the sessions them over the years. It go deeper than that, and we'll show you about democracy. So when Peter Phillips was finance minister, the IMF wanted him to shut down the junior market.
Yes.
Yep. And he was considered. Yeah. And as somebody in our team, I work with the stock exchange to show him why it must not be closed down. And him accepted the advice. He never go on like how them money are going with arrogance and them thing. They will show the difference. Yeah?
Yes.
He must be accepted what they say. Yep. And we see the importance of the junior market to the Jamaica Stock Exchange. Yeah.
All right, before we go to this call here, Raleigh, give us an update of what happened in the market today. Monday morning, everything start afresh. Tell us what going on.
Well, Jamaica was quiet. The stock market was down again, and all markets, international stock markets were down. Oil prices, Brent was $114. The American oil was $105. As the Iranians and the Americans traded gunfire and missiles in the Straits of Hormuz. Because Trump say I'll clear the strait and the Iranians them say we have sovereignty over the strait. So I'm not afraid of you. So a gunshot failed. So the war is on again. So as a result of that, investors were running scared today. So interest rates up, oil prices up, and all global stock markets tumbled today. The war escalates.
And the Prime Minister of Jamaica still has not addressed the people of Jamaica as it relates to this war. War not important, Raleigh.
Still sleeping in Parliament. Not important to him, but then sleeping important to the entire world economy. That's why investors have been running up and down, left, right, and center. So I'm telling you, all that 2.4 billion that we're talking about, which was never on from day one before the war, it's worse now.
Raleigh, they said you're making a mountain out of a molehill. There's no issue.
Only somebody who is
economy is stable.
Only somebody who is clueless would say that. When you have a stable economy, it means that the rate of growth is between 0 and 1%. The Jamaican economy declined by 7.1% during the last quarter of last year. That is not a stable economy. That is an economy that is stumbling and heading for a protracted recession or a depression. Economic dunces say that.
But if this is so, Raleigh, and we are at that place, why the Prime Minister, like other Prime Ministers around the world and presidents, have addressed their people and are putting in measures, to ease the shock? The only measure we can point to in Jamaica is when we ball out and said, don't increase the cap, the weekly cap on the increase of gas. And we ball out and stop it. What else this government has put in place?
Nothing, because they are clueless. Or maybe they take the Jamaican people for fools. But again, we must remind Jamaican people that the Jamaican economy is a small economy operating within the context of a larger international economy that is dependent on the United States, which is one of the major players in the war. And the American economy is deteriorating. It's recorded its lowest rate of growth last year in 4 years. Inflation is accelerating. Core inflation is now 3.2%. So what the Fed is thinking about is increasing interest rates. The Bank of England is thinking about doing the same thing. The European Central Bank is thinking about doing the same things. The IMF is saying that. The World Bank is saying that. So anybody who said we're making a mountain out of a molehill, they are economically clueless. Clueless.
Gas at the pumps in America is getting close to $5.
$5 and $6, yeah, precisely.
What does that mean for remittance and the Jamaican economy?
Well, again, the trade deficit last year was up by 500 million in comparison to previous year, $5.87 billion. We use the money from remittances and tourism to close that gap. At no point in time, even in good times, the money that we get from remittances and tourism ever come to 5.8 billion. So I've always been dependent on foreign direct investment flows or borrowing to close that gap. Right now, tourism globally is suffering a big shock because jet fuel is now up to $200 per barrel. Many European airlines are cutting flights, reducing the number of flights, some of them increasing the tickets, increasing bag handling fees and all of that. That is happening to the American economy. Those Spirit Airlines bankrupt, Donald say not helping them. So many airlines are going bankrupt. Those things are going to have a negative impact on tourism. The American people have to pay more for everything. So traveling and remittances are going to be a big problem because inflation is accelerating and no jobs are being created. The Trump administration has the lowest job creation rate of any administration. Is poll numbers and the economy is the lowest ever. Yep. So anybody who said that it's not going to affect Jamaica don't have any sense. Put it simple.
Megawatt Volt, you can help us get these words out. Invite more people to Portland Spice TV. This is where it's at. The #1 financial analyst in Jamaica and the Caribbean, Ralston Iman, is here every Monday evening, Tuesday evening, Wednesday evening, Saturday morning. And if you want more, you're going to get more. You're going to get more of Ralston Iman right here on Portland Spice TV. So become a Portland Spice ambassador. Help us spread the word around. Now like up the video. Right now we have over 1,200 people, over 1,200 devices on. Like up the video. Yeah? and share up the video. Ralston, we have a caller on the line. Let me go to that caller and then we'll talk some more. Hello, good evening, caller.
Good evening to you, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. Go right ahead.
Yeah, man, and good evening to Mr. Ironman, man, the professor.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Question. Yeah, man. Question to Ralston, and then I have a comment to make, Colin, and see if you can help me with it. Is there any other Caribbean island or islands that are doing this mopping up liquidity thing like Jamaica?
No, well, Jamaica has been the most aggressive because the Bank of Jamaica is solely focusing on the containment of inflation. They were before, and they are even doing so more now because they have upgraded the inflation forecast to 7.5% because of the war, and it is going to be more than that. So what they are doing is trying to fight inflation from the demand side rather than from the supply side. So, yeah, well, a big problem. No other country is so aggressive in the Caribbean in relation to that.
All right, one more question to you, Ralston, and then one question to Colin. As it relates to the Jamaican dollar, what is the real true value? Is it 158 or 161 or 162?
I say 161, 162 would be a more appropriate value given the inflation rate differential and the gaps in the trade account. Yeah.
Okay, because I know somebody that went to Jamaica the other day and they were trying to buy back some US dollars to come back up to Florida. And the guy was selling them at 1,350 minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, a guy that had the US to sell was selling it at that rate. And the guy had to end up buying it. You understand? Because there was a shortage in the banks as it relates to that.
Yeah.
That's what the guy was saying. The other question
yeah, man, we saw the excess demand. Yeah, man, we saw the excess demand recently. Yeah, the Bank of Jamaica has still not closed that gap yet. But what they're doing is using the reserves to manipulate the currency. So we close at 158 today again. Yeah, which is not a good sign because our exports are down by 13, not down, tumbled by 13.4% to $1.65 billion, which couldn't even pay the oil bill last year. And that oil bill has nothing to do with the increase due to the war because the war started in February.
War that time.
Yeah, the war started in February of this year. Yeah, so I mean, the people who are saying that they're just clueless, man. Prime Minister clueless, though.
Hold on, caller. Carol, remind me. I remember the Chinese dollar to the Jamaican dollar. Raleigh, somebody was asking what's the yuan to the Jamaican dollar. I hear it's what, $23 to 1?
Yeah, man. Yeah, similarly, just like the Trinidadian currency. Yeah.
So the Trinidadian currency and the Jamaican currency to the Chinese dollars, to the Chinese yuan is the same?
Yeah, man, 23, yeah.
Okay. Caller, go ahead.
Question here.
Yes.
One last question. You remember a couple, one of them is the leader of a country, Imelda Marcos?
Yeah, man. And Ferdinand Marcos. Yeah, man.
Which country them did they again?
Philippines.
Philippines.
Right.
And
so
that was a disaster, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah, man. So look here. Just look good on who is running the government. Husband and wife. Madonna.
Problem, yeah.
Yeah, man.
There was
Same thing with the
question.
Mm-hmm.
There was another question for you, Raleigh. Somebody soon remind me of it. But go ahead, you were about to say something?
No, the caller talked about Imelda and Ferdinand Marcos. It's the same thing with the Mugabes. Yeah, disaster follows when you have that kind of combination there.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Caller, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Ralston, I'm on his own. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing? How are you guys doing this afternoon?
We're good.
Blessings, man. Go ahead with your point or your question.
Ralston, is it true that the land that was should turn over to the tier, it cannot sign back from turn over from UBC? And is it true why?
Repeat that.
Hello?
Repeat your question, caller.
I'm saying, is it true that the 15 acres of land what should turn over from UBC to the pier cannot be turned over? Is it true? Is it true? Why?
You understand the question? The 15 acres of land that is to turn over to the who?
To the pier. To the shop.
Which pier?
One in Kingston, man. That they want to widen the pier. I learned that it cannot be signed.
You mean that piece down to where the woman prison used to be, Fort Augustus?
Huh?
Ralston, are you aware of what the caller is asking?
Yeah, I don't know, but maybe if that is so, it would mean pressure from the Americans. It would mean pressure from the Americans because the Chinese own the port. So it would be a similar situation like Goat Island where the Americans are saying, no, that can't work.
And the Panama Canal.
Yeah, man, same thing. Yeah.
And there's one more question I want to ask him again. The Prime Minister came out in Parliament and said he wants Vernon Field to be an international airport, but he just signed to the people because remember that thing have been signed away for 99 years, and we still have America still won for 13 more years.
So maybe he would do a deal with his American friends and they would allow him to do that. So we need to get some more details. But his friends are running America now, so maybe they would come to some agreement in relation to that. And maybe that is why.
Caller, you were talking all the while Ralston was talking, but nobody was hearing you. So repeat what you were saying.
Profit for 50 ships. And the only one that left right now in American hand is Jamaica, and he have to be a reason why.
Caller, we missed all of what you said. When you call me straight, you have to listen because I have to change the system when I speak to you or when Ralston speak to you, and then you speak when we allow you to speak. Like we said, go ahead and talk now.
Mr. Bell, I'm not hearing you.
You hear me now, caller? You have to listen to me, you know.
Mr. Bell.
Look like we're having the same problem with the straight caller. Caller, are you hearing me now?
I'm not hearing you guys.
All right, I'm not hearing us. Call me back on WhatsApp. When you do the straight call, the phone not giving me the option to talk, to have that smooth communication. Good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We have Ralston Nyman live, and Ralston is with us every Monday evening, Tuesday evening, Wednesday evening, and Saturday morning. And we give you straight access to Ralston Nyman. Go ahead, caller.
Chaka.
Yeah.
How are you, my brethren?
I am doing well. God is good.
Good. Just want to say a quick thing, you know. The maze that Angela Brownberg touched, it wasn't that really hurt Juliet, you know. The thing that hurt Juliet was because Angela Brownberg talked about the breaches with the houses and the building and whatever, the permits. So she can't answer to her to that. So because she touched the maze now, she find out now to just take out her frustration. So it was because she touched the maze, she couldn't go on better. But she couldn't help herself because Angela Brownberg could touch her can. Because remember she have a building a lease flat and it have how many breaches on it. The husband has his, it has breaches. So she could not respond to that. So that was just her way of her frustration.
Hold on, caller. Hold on. So if you never hear it, it is 23 Jamaican dollars to 1 Chinese yuan. 23 Jamaican dollars to buy 1 Chinese yuan. Continue, caller.
Yeah, so it's like, make we just put what she said about the maze and how she behave aside, because her only defense was because Angela Brownberg talked about her the breaches, and she know that she and her husband, you know. So it's just a show that there's a show now to get off the distraction. So well, them not talk about the breaches with the house because them breaches building rules all the way. You know, so brethren, I don't live in Jamaica now, but at the same time my family live there, so I'm concerned too.
Yes.
And it's just a case of, well, if we get that, they won't talk about the breaches with the house. Because everybody knows he's talking about Angela Brownberg.
And that's why we say,
see that Angela Brownberg touch it.
And that's why we say this evening, caller, what is more important? What is more despicable?
Yeah.
The Prime Minister overruling Nepal forestry to mash up Dry Harbor Mountain. We don't hear nobody talk about that rally.
No.
No, that is why I agree with the caller. This thing about Mace is just a big distraction.
Yes.
Big distraction. And them think the Jamaican people are fools, and the Jamaican people end up showing them that they are fools, focusing on the Mace rather than focusing on Nara and the breaches that the caller talking about. It's a big distraction, and we're saying to the people, get back on message. And the real message, focus. The real message is that the autocratic running of the country, the misallocation of resources, and the corruption that comes with it. Focus. Don't get distracted. Rubbish. Yeah, man. Rubbish about me.
The squandering of your tax-paying dollars.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Putting you in more debt and don't creating any way for you to come out of those debts. Focus.
Yeah, man. Distraction. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Carla, you're right. Distraction.
You know, people is like easy to be misled, you know.
Yeah, man.
And you see, once somebody jump on something, everybody just jump on it. Everybody just jump on it because it's the easier way out. They see easier way. They see that way, but they don't see what they do, and that is what making the problem, because they are the rules. They make the rules. They make the law, but then at the same time they break it. But like as the grandparents would say, do what I say, but don't do what I do.
Caller, Raleigh. This the way how the speaker of the house behave. Is that tantamount to idol worshipping? It sounds like she worship the Mace.
Yeah, and I'm saying that is a big distraction, because that is a colonial relic that we're supposed to be moving away from. What she's doing is to underestimate the intelligence of the people, taking them in that direction and taking them off what they should be focusing on, the Prime Minister's autocratic behavior, the misallocation of scarce resources. Yeah, those are the things that we must focus on. Yeah, because if we allow them to spend this money the way they have been spending other money, our children are going to go back into slavery. Focus on the matter.
One of the other things that they need to focus on is the dereliction of duty by the government as it relates to what is happening with the world in the world right now, and no focus on what the Jamaican economy going to become if we don't do something now.
That's the point. Yep. That's the point. Yep.
Missing the ball.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. The people are getting beaten outside the half stump.
Yep.
Caller?
That's what we want our people to focus on. Yeah.
Thank you for the call.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my 2 cents, you know.
Blessings.
Well said.
Well said. Well said. Raleigh.
Yeah.
If we continue raising gas every week by $4.50, do a calculation, Raleigh. How much week left in the year by the end of the year? Where gas going to be if we put on $4.50 every week?
Yeah, we have almost 30 weeks left in the year. So let's check that.
4 3s are 12. 4 5s 20. So that nearly $1,400 go on per liter of gas.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So by the end of the year, gas will be up by $1,500 a liter. Hey!
Yeah. Yep.
Can go so.
Total economic. Yeah, man. Massive fall off in disposable income.
You don't realize.
Yep. Job losses.
How much more weeks left to August?
Yeah. Firms are going bankrupt. Yep. Trust me. Only problem.
June, July.
Yep.
12 more weeks.
Yep.
48. $52 are gonna go on pan it by that.
Yeah, man. Yep. Serious problem, man. Massive economic problem. And you can't bury your head in the sand like ostrich and think that it'll go away. It is not going to go away. Remember, 70% of our tourists come from America now. Almost 20% from Europe. Airlines in Europe is almost out of jet fuel. Lufthansa and all of them airlines, they have to be cutting flights. Spirit is bankrupt in America. All of the low-cost airlines, them have go bankrupt because of the high cost of jet fuel and all of those things. Yeah? So tourism is going to be a big problem. Even when tourism have its best years, we're going to get more than 1.8 billion. Remittances, subject to the cost of living in the US. 67% of our remittances come from the US. So the damage that is being done to the US economy is going to affect our foreign exchange earnings. Yep. And we see these massive gaps already. Yep.
Let me correct that math a little while.
Yeah, man.
At $4.50 a week,
yeah,
by 30 weeks is $135.
Yeah, man.
Going on upon the gas.
Yeah,
so
man.
I could correct that math there.
Yeah,
130. So just imagine you're paying what now? In Port Antonio, where we are paying about 260.
Yep. So I end up paying like 350
plus
260.
Now we are paying nearly $400 a liter, $395 a liter by the end of the year if we continue this way.
Precisely.
And remember, the government wants to remove the cap.
Yeah, man.
Remember that.
I remember when the fuel go up, the light bill go up, the water bill go up, the food bill go up, all of the bill them that you have to pay go up. Yeah, man. Everything.
Taxi man them raise them fear all about.
Everything. Yep.
Let's go to the phone line. Caller, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Ralston Hyman is on the line.
Evening, Colin. Evening, Ralston.
Yeah, man. Blessings.
Colin, me always love draw hypotheticals. So I will ask Ralston this.
Yeah.
If the CEO at Grace Kennedy's group of company is going against company policy every time, would he keep his job?
No, man, get fired long time, man.
If the CEO of Separate, I mean, you have these two companies because these are two of the biggest companies that we have in the country. Separate is doing the same thing. Would he keep his job?
No, man, fired.
All right, good. Why is it that the Prime Minister who gets a job, takes an oath, and is seen to be constantly breaking the oath, gets to keep his job?
Because there's no
hold on. Because we vote. We know Colin, we know you never come in. Because it was put to the people and them vote.
Yeah,
and,
the directors of the company still sanction him.
All right, good. Thank you very much.
Hold on, I'm going to hear Raleigh views on it. Hold on. Raleigh.
Yeah, that's the same point I'm making. The directors of Jamaica, they never voted or appointed with their heads. Many of them did it with their bellies, and they don't pay attention to the running of the company. The directors of Grace Kennedy and Separate, they pay attention to the running of their companies. Many of those companies have what we call independent directors. Yep. We don't have that in the way the system is running in Jamaica. That is why election have consequences. That's why the directors of Jamaica must make sure when them vote on issues. Yep.
All right, Colin.
Yes, sir.
Me always tell you this. This come back to education, Colin.
Correct.
Start the program today. Simple question. Yes. I'll start the program by answering a simple question. Which is most egregious? Touching the maize or the Constitution?
Yes.
You know why?
Yes.
Many persons have business with the Constitution, brother, because they were not taught the importance of the Constitution.
Yeah, man.
So they can't see how it will affect them or the country.
Yeah,
the maize, the touching of the maize now affect none of it. It don't have nothing to do with any one of us. It's a breach of procedure. Yes, but that's not in the Constitution.
And it now
the
go
Prime
cost
Minister
with nothing.
Exactly. The Prime Minister, they're going to mash up with environment, health-wise. And he was advised that would happen if he take the decision to give the license. He grant the license anyway.
Yes.
Now watch this, Colin. Just watch this. Put the Naira bill together now. And this is the comparison that people must make.
But this is the exact
same thing. It's the very same thing the Prime Minister wants to do with the Naira. People just look.
No, you see, hold on, Hold on. What the court just ruled against, the Prime Minister wants to write it in law.
Yeah.
So I'm a legislate it and say, all right, so the court has say, me wrong. Me want to give me the permission if you can do this wrong here legally. Tell her.
Right. Yes. And that is exactly what I want to do. And that is why, you know, when I talk to my brother today about everything what happening in our country. And the man said to me, say, if you give a monkey a bell, they will ring it until the tongue drop out.
Yes.
If you allow a corrupt government to rule, they will be corrupt to the bitter end.
Man.
And that is what the Prime Minister is doing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
That's why you can't have Filbert, whatever she named, get up in the house. They say,
yes,
the 3rd of September is gone.
Oh, yes.
And the people decide. So people have decided to keep a bunch of thieves in office. So hence the country is not going to be better. And you see, the majority, no, the man did have 2/3 majority the last election. You know. We never have, we could have probably do something like that with COVID and he never do it. All right? Now we have this bill and now we go pass. And look when him choose to do it. When he have the majority anymore, but only take a simple majority to do it. Why? Because he would have tested the system. He would have seen that the Jamaican people are blind and they don't give one rats whatever. So we can do it. You understand? Something just do it.
Yeah, man.
You understand? And then you know who they will suffer now? The little pitney them when they come after this, because they are going to be saddled with all the illegalities that will take place now. And them never get saddled with paying back all of the money and every single thing. Why, every time I think about it, man, I'm sorry for my country,
Hey.
I'm sorry for people who voted for a change.
Raleigh, this look like deja vu, The last time the GLP take a big loan and wreck the economy,
Yeah, man.
I see them now I take a big loan and they are now legislating a corrupt way. My God.
Yeah, and I'm saying to you.
Hold on the caller. Go ahead, Raleigh. Caller, hold on. Go ahead, Raleigh.
And I'm saying to you that the international events are similar. The last time it was the war in Iraq, and now we have the war in Iran. The same thing. And the same approach them they take. Yep.
And people now see it and understand it.
No, the people are so blind.
This is not politics. This is governance we are talking about. The government not governing. Go ahead, caller.
And guess what, Colin, guess what them do now? You see, I always tell you, to kill democracy in a country, you kill education.
Oh, yes.
First thing the man them do is the man them mush up education, right? So the people then can't reason. When they do a survey of all who they on social media, they do blogging and all of them things there. And look at the percentage of all of those persons who ended high school with a diploma or anything like that, right? And at them, they spit content out there to the people out there, and them are persuade persons. And then watch this now, Colin. Watch this now. They are being paid, So when the Nara come, them not to worry because they're gonna have the money I get, and then spread the gospel for the governing party. You see, all the other people who they like Colin, where they put them up. You see this bill where they try to pass now in the parliament to legislate against people on YouTube and so. Watch if they're not gonna try to come at you. They're not gonna try to come because they know say the narrative where they put out there, they go against what they want to do.
Well, we now put out a narrative, we have put out facts.
Yeah, but guess what? Them not see that way there. Them see as you they counter what they want the people them to learn.
But the truth have to be revealed. Hold on, Raleigh. Clifford said Mark Golding is a damn good legislature. You see it?
Brethren, let me explain something to you again. When the man mash up the country, the IMF agreement had a whole lot of legislative reforms. Mark Golding pushed them things through parliament in record time. Mark Golding is the greatest legislator we have ever had in this country. Them youth are just some little youth. Mark Golding is the greatest legislator we have ever had in this country. Them youth are just some little youth. when they mash up the place, the IMF come with a whole heap of legislation. Because the man must say, oh, you know, we now make that happen to you again. And Mark going to have to push through them thing there. While him, I say sign. Don't sign anything with the man them tell you to sign. So them
like
can't
what
tell
they
me
did.
nothing. Yeah,
like
them
what
can't
they did in 2010. Just sign.
Them can't tell me nothing. Them look at other some little inexperience or they come up you. Yep.
So when Favour Williams said the PNP, if PNP couldn't run the government at this time, and them can't run it.
She was the one who talked about sign, and take off and say the hedge on the oil price, not necessary. She said Petrocarib wasn't necessary. All of them nonsense. People can go check it on Google for themselves.
Yeah, so that's why we need to call for the resignation of Favour Williams now that gas price is out of control and we don't have the insurance because Favour Williams parted with the insurance money. Time come for you to go Favour. You take off the edge. Consequences must come out of it. Mark Golden, your Andrew Holness, you sanction it.
Yeah,
you are
man.
Prime Minister and you sanction the removal of the edge.
Yeah,
we are called for your resignation. I know you raise gas $4.50 every week. And about you want to move the cap. Don't touch the cap. Don't touch that cap. Any week you raise gas more than $4.50, it is going to be a week. You hear me, Andrew? You hear me, Darrell? Any week you raise gas more than $4.50, it is going to be a week. Uno remove the edge.
Yep.
Uno must step aside. Uno blunder. The baby born now. Uno make mistake. When you make mistake, you must pay the consequences. You're lucky when ask someone to go to prison. Uno just step aside. I want to move the edge. And we now produce oil. And like we find oil, we are going to say, all right, we have no oil, so we don't need to have no oil edge no more. That would be a case to remove it, right, Raleigh?
Yeah, man. Correct.
And if the oil even dry up after, you could have said, boy, we did find the oil and it dry up.
Yeah, man. Correct.
But you don't find no oil. Oil is always volatile. And you remove the edge. I know I can't tell you about you want to remove the cap. One of his take one yourself. Call a wrap up for me. Can take a next call.
All right. Colin, this is the last thing you say. While I don't believe that no whole heap of burden should be placed on the opposition because they did go out there and put their manifesto out and them ideas out and people voted against it. You see what the Prime Minister is the ruling that came down last week?
Yes.
The opposition must use this ruling to point to the NARA. So they must be more forceful. So Newell did a good thing, but we think the leader must now come forward and make it known that this is exactly what the
we've been
Prime
talking
Minister
about.
wants to do.
Yes.
And this is the consequence. The ruling came down just in time. They must miss this.
It's a gift.
Use it.
It's a gift from God to the people of Jamaica.
This coming like you play cricket and a man bowl a lollipop. You ever hear talk about lollipop?
Yes, man.
Long hop. Them call it long hop.
For the people and use it as an example to show exactly what is going to happen with the NARA. Unless that they must do it in the Senate and they must come out publicly, come use it and do it. They can't. And the court said.
I give a joke.
All right,
I dropped a clip. All right, Carla, bless. I dropped a clip on my TikTok page this morning with Dean Jackson Miller reading part of the ruling on the court ruling the rally with the Dry Harbor Mountain. I dropped it this morning on TikTok, and right now it is at 39,200 views.
Wow.
So the message is out there.
Yeah, man.
People must open them eyes.
Yeah,
there is
man.
none so blind than he who refused to see.
Yeah,
what
man.
a time for that ruling to come.
Yeah.
Is the exact thing where Andrew wants us to give him, you know?
Yeah, man. Very opportune time.
Nepa said we now approve this for this project, yeah? The Prime Minister just overrule it and pass it without no explanation.
Yeah, man.
Neville, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Colin. Good evening, my guru, Ralston man.
Yes, Never. Blessings.
Ralston man, you are doing a tremendous job for the average Jamaican.
Thank you, sir.
And one day we're gonna pay you. One day we're gonna pay you back here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, remember me tell you by 2030 we're gonna pay you back.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So you just go and endure, yeah?
Yeah, man. All right, sir.
Hey, Colin.
Yes, Never.
Good evening to your viewers and your callers. Colin, your program will grow.
Yes, man. From Neville, we are come from nothing, you know. I remember one time OB come on the program and one woman, she had the PNP to switch now a turn labor right, and the woman across OB or OB gone on platform where you have 10 viewers or 10 subscribers.
Yeah, and the ones them smash the like button so that the algorithm can pick up the program.
Yes, man. Please and tap.
I make it bigger. That's a great contribution by touching the like button.
Yes, and share up the channel.
Share up the channel and your status and with your friend them.
Yes, man. I make them know, say, the #1 financial analyst in Jamaica and the Caribbean, Ralston Iman, is here every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday morning as my guest every time. Ralston is here as my guest, and we take your calls. We don't just come and talk. We open the line and you can ask Ralston any question. I want you to do this for us too. All of the labor right them we are run off them mouth out there telling a lie. Tell them to call. We don't have no box where we have to allow them. We have a phone number. 1-876-804-7072. Call and come challenge the figures that we put out. The data.
Yeah, Colin.
Go ahead, Neville.
Colin, I hear a news today where the people who are supposed to be paying back the reparation.
Yeah.
They are saying that those countries who want reparation from them, they're going to revoke the visas.
Oh, it is one of the man contending for office, say it, you know, up in England.
Yes, and
yeah, man,
and him say,
a visa.
Yeah, and him say we must remember that it wasn't the British alone that is complicit in the slave trade. Africans also participated in the trade.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that is going on here in Jamaica.
We will go
labor right is slave, you know. Labor right supporter with slave, you know. Until you say you're an idiot and you talk rubbish because they want to foster their agenda. I am neither labor right nor PNP.
Talk to me.
I'm just an average Jamaican who went to school. I went to Jamaica College.
But you vote,
after I leave Jamaica.
I don't want to know who you vote for. All right.
Yeah, I vote.
Me not busy who you vote for. I just want to see you participating in the process.
Hey, you know, yes, sir, I vote when I check my voting pattern, you see?
Yes.
I vote for both Labour Right and PNP.
That is it. What's wrong with that?
No, but I'm more in solidarity when I look and see what they do with the housing trust.
Yeah.
Me vex.
Well, me never vote Labour Right yet.
Well, because you see this housing trust, is it supposed to take out the average Jamaican out of rent slavery?
Yes. And put a roof over the bed.
Yeah, rent slavery is the worst slavery in Jamaica right now in 2026. If you find yourself living a rent house at the age of 60, you're in deep trouble around here.
Yes, yes.
And the government should never touch the NHT money to foster their business and use it to the other business. The people who in the NHT must have a roof over their head before they reach pension age because the NHT is part of your pension.
I believe once you're paying NHT, you must become eligible to get a benefit.
Must. You see land? Every dollar that the government take out of the NHT, the board of the NHT should value it in terms of land, and the government hand over some land to the land bank.
But Neville, you remember that the PNP manifesto said that when NHT a build and a sell house, there will be no charge for the land. You remember that?
Yes, man, and I supported that. I talk on the radio
that is
PNP
land
had a better housing policy.
That is land reparation.
Yeah, because the British can't take away the land. They can't move out with the land.
Move which
Yeah,
land?
man.
All this argument about crown land, me burn them the argument, them not pay them the argument, the mine, you know. Because in the crown land, they are the people of the crown. Not the base.
Our land, but
a whole land.
Yeah, I want to put this on your program. You see, same like how people need money now, and the government need money. People going to need your time more than money in this time. Your time and your skill.
Yeah.
And don't make nobody use you. Use a concept named reciprocity. And I mean positive reciprocity. One and wash the other. If you're living in the house with a wife and some children, make sure everybody pull them weight in the house.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Because two things the average human being is afraid of now is to dead and to run out of money before them dead because they're afraid to suffer going into debt.
True.
And even your son or your daughter will trick you out of your money in this time.
Yeah, man.
Because Ralston, man, we're going to need a wider velocity of money around the island, sir.
Correct, sir. Yep. Correct.
We're going to need a higher what you call money velocity. Money need to move faster.
Yeah, man, that's correct. In order to deal with the high cost of riding.
Hold on. Go ahead, Raleigh.
Yeah, man, I'm saying level is correct. In order to deal with the high and increasing cost of living, you need more money. Yep.
And time is bigger than money, don't it, Ralston?
Yes, and there's a time value to money. That's correct. Mm-hmm.
There's a time value. And when
you
give away your time, you can't get that back.
No.
So
time
every
is the only
Jamaican must make the average Jamaican know what time it is.
Yeah,
and
man.
Don't make them use you no more.
Yeah, man. Agreed.
Because they will use you and then they refuse you and then they call you cuff when you reach old age.
Never call a good
Because
evening.
All the best to you.
Bless
I
up.
mean, your food basket never empty, Colin.
One love.
All right. Blessed never.
God bless.
1-876-804-7072. We have Ralston Hyman on the line. There was another question that I never get. I don't remember the question. One of the earlier callers gave me a question for you. I didn't write it down. My bad. But Raleigh, how long can we continue before this break to continue to raise petrol $4.50 every week? $4.50. How long can we continue before this break? I think I broke somewhere.
No, you can't continue as long now because what you said, when the price of petrol, what do you mean in terms of the public?
Yes, in terms of the public, we have to buy it at $4.50.
Yeah, the public can't continue it for much longer because what will happen as well. Yeah, because what will happen is a tax on the public. So you have this tax plus other tax. So what it means is that disposable income or the amount of money that you have to spend on goods and services will be gradually reduced. So you have to start buy less grocery and buy less of this and less of that. If the gas price, some people now say them park them car and take bus and start walk and all of them something. Yep. So it's a serious matter. Yeah. It means say light bill will go up, your water bill will go up, your food bill will go up. So some people start the decision and say, we'll park the car and take the bus. That's a serious matter.
And we not know what the government think. More than what VAS said they're planning to remove that cap. So that means it's going to go up higher. The economy, how can we respond with this? There's what, $3.2 billion left there, US. How can we respond with that to this
that is why the Naira bill is so important. That is why it is important that it is transparent and accountability. That is why it is important so we have no long delays in implementing it. That is why the Prime Minister should have got to the opposition and civil society and include everybody so that we're on the same page. So we have the delays, so we have to move quickly, right? The things that would have to do with it in order to move quickly, would have to look quickly on energy, renewable energy. We have to look quickly on food security because the war is causing a shortage of food, higher fertilizer prices.
Hold on. Somebody asked when we're going to have gas shortage. You don't think no gas going short?
No, there will not be the shortage. It's about pricing.
All right.
Pricing.
Right. So we
support
have gas shortage. Pricing.
But But we know food are gonna be short, because food already short because the fertilizer prices them up by over 80%. And many of the farmers them in Europe, Asia, and America saying them can't afford it. So the production of food right across the globe will be declining. Over 266 million people have gone into food poverty since the war. The FAO and all of them people I tell you about that. So food security are things that we have to focus on, land distribution and give the farmer the land so that we can deal with food problem. Food bill was 2.1 billion, you know. Our total exports were only 1.6 billion. So we need 500 million more in exports just to pay the food bill. So food and energy are the two big things. The next thing that we must focus on is the amount of raw materials that we import. You can imagine a country where in order to produce have to import more raw material, you have domestic raw materials. So those are some of the things that we must focus on. If we look on the trade account, you will know what to do with the money. So we know what is supposed to be done with the money. So we can allow the Prime Minister to tell we where he want to do the money. Yeah, and I talk about Parliament building and all them foolishness. That we need road infrastructure, we need new dams, we need food security, and we need energy security and more education. That is what the country need, right?
Ralston,
Parliament come way down the line. Yeah.
The top financial analyst, yeah man, economic commentator and advisor in Jamaica and the Caribbean. We have almost 1,400 people, 1,400 devices right now. Like up the live, please, and share up the live. Invite some more people to come get this kind of information. Carla, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Portland Spice TV. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, bless up. Bless up, Raleigh.
Yeah, man, blessed, man.
You remember one time me call the program and when Lisa and I roll against Mark.
Mm-hmm.
And you ask me who was my choice, and I tell you Lisa.
Yep.
And you ask me why, and I tell you Lisa is a prettier Portia and a brighter Portia, and Julian 2 lay back and we done this. But boy, me no sorry Mark Queen, because Mark is one of the brightest boy. He learn to walk like,
yeah, man.
He learn to walk fast.
Yeah, man.
He makes someone who born in a politics look like fool.
Yeah, man. That was the best choice. That was the better choice.
He can wrap up the whole of them.
Yeah, man. That was a better choice.
Experience teaches wisdom in a car. You remember I've always been saying to the people at Jamaica that we have always have career politician running this country. And somebody who have run their own business and was successful at it, I think would make a good prime minister. Mark Golding is the man that fit that bill.
Man, every man turn prime minister, maybe Michael have got 5 to keep in lead.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
The man bright, man. And the man not look nothing. The man look to steer this place out and to bring it to a first world country. But they don't say can't see it.
Yeah, man. Correct.
They don't say can't see it.
Yeah, man.
You remember me and you know what they are telling, all of a sudden start telling us how he work with the PMP we achieve what they achieve what they are. Right? All of them bring me out of the economic crisis, but
that's not true.
You was signing Nara bill now, all of a sudden him a backtrack.
Hold on there. You say Raleigh, them never work with us.
Them oppose. Them oppose everything. The Petrocarib, the islands, them oppose everything. Sign. Them oppose everything. Yep.
But what he's saying is that when the bills came to Parliament, they signed off on them.
Yeah, but publicly they were out there every time opposing everything. Them say Petrocarib was a bad thing, and that could bring down the debt to GDP ratio. Them say the islands never necessary. Them use it for 1.5 and all of them things. They're consistent.
And now we are suffering the expulsion of the island. We are suffering that now.
Yeah, man.
We not stop talking about it, you know.
Yeah, man.
We not stop talking about it. It was a visionary move. I compare it, Ralston, to what Omar Davis did with the CRIF. I compare it with what Dr. Clark did with the catastrophe ban. Peter Phillips put in the edge to ensure our purchase of oil on the world market. We, the people, paying for it. $7.50 per liter we da pay for it now.
Yeah, man.
And you move it. And now push come to shove. And you want to put back the blame on we. No way, Jose. Go ahead, Carla.
Yeah, man. Today, me I listen one clip with Andrew Wonis, and where Andrew Wonis literally I say, the PNP if you back up and watch the program before they criticize it, because every checks and balance and ray in place. But when the man really has to know what PNP afraid that in program becomes successful and PNP will, when he reach one part, he say, me never say nothing here like him want to say, if he's successful, PNP will never go back in power. And so, but he cut short and say him now, but him never say when he want.
Let me tell Andrew what we are saying.
You know, see?
Let me tell Andrew what we are saying. The people needs the program. You are not a trustworthy government. Your track record.
Problem, man.
Your track record. And we now
build
up this.
Track record. You can't get that.
We can put it on the line. I don't say you can't get it, but we want to ensure that this money is safe. A caller earlier said, don't make nobody take none of the money, Andrew. Andrew, you alone cannot safeguard the money. And that's why we want to write in the bill the safeguards of that money.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You can't afford for you to squander this. A whole heap of money you squander. You give away $11.4 billion in a $2020. When we tell you, say, you can't afford it.
Yeah, man.
See it here now, you know. It showed that you couldn't afford that 11.4 billion. You couldn't afford the 1 billion solidarity we use to buy the election. And that will tell you. And therefore, at this time, we are telling you again that you alone can't secure this money.
Yeah, man, we're a country of laws. We can't just trust an individual. We're a country of laws.
Of laws,
yep.
So we must put the laws in place. Because there's a whole heap of criminal around here, Andrew. And we don't know, maybe you are the top man tonight. So, can't be. Laws are in the bill. Nobody's saying that we shouldn't rebuild quickly. And we shouldn't develop our infrastructure. And we shouldn't get it done in a quick way. That's not what we're saying. Whatever quick way you're doing it, it must have the safeguards, transparency, accountability, and there must be consequences for those. We don't see no in when the consequences in it for those who dip their hand in the till. Because we are telling we say, if the CEO dip him hand in the till, once him say he did it in good faith, him gone free. Come on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Coward.
Wrap up, Carla. Give somebody else a chance.
Yeah, man. Remember, remember 5 in 4. Remember Miss Johnson. You say you come out that you left Britain. And you say today and tomorrow you put up Miss Johnson for run for your position. Right? the 5 in 4, how much money it cost Jamaica? After the third visit, they say they want to pay. How much money that cost Jamaica? So that means you literally not pay them to go sleep in a 5-star hotel and all.
Hold on. We have to leeching on them man they were the part of the whole 5 in 4. But then they call a committee the rally.
The same thing, man. 5 in 4 committee.
So they were getting paid rally?
No. But them people will
and the same no pay them, but they have remember the third press conference they had. The chairman said the rest of them said they want to pay, and Andrew said he might go pay them. Him claims they not pay them after that, but he come up on the night in the press conference, he said he might go pay them.
No, you remember that rally?
No, but them never get no pay, man. But them keep a whole heap of press conference and whole heap of big event where cost taxpayers money.
Yeah, man, about the third press conference they asked to pay.
Yeah, but them never pay them. But they keep a big occasion. At least they tell them out of meeting.
Hold on, Carla. Where's the rally?
Remember, Lichin tell about the amount of meetings when they keep. Not them they keep a hotel where have to pay hotel fee and food.
Meetings in 4 years.
Man. Yeah, man. No. Yeah.
All right, Carla, give thanks. We talk again.
Yeah, man.
Blessings. This is the Colin Bell Show. We are live on Portland Spice TV. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Like, share, touch up the notification bell, and ensure that you touch the thumbs up, get the program a like. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show on Portland Spice TV. Ralston Hyman is here with us.
Good night or good evening, Colin. Good evening to all in the chat. Good evening, Uncle Ralston.
Yes, good evening.
Colin, you realize just something I'm just thinking. Did what we got from this court ruling on the overriding or the overruling of Andrew Onis?
No, let's call it the stepping. Let's call it the stepping clause, because this whole thing in the NARA bill is called a stepping clause, where if the parish councils or NEPA or forestry refuse to give permit, the Prime Minister steps in. So that is what he did in this case, him step in as the minister and pass it. Continue.
So that tells me, just my opinion, if he knew this judgment was coming, no wonder they rushed this thing, Because if that judgment came before this bill was in there and the opposition added to put it before the parliament, before it's come out after the fact, where we all in John public now have to be trying to hear it, because media now say it, we don't hear much of a media say it other than Miss Miller, you and a few. It's not too much on the ground yet. But if it was in parliament, my gosh, I wonder what Angela touching that thing would be. Would it be, as you said, more serious? I leave that on a question mark. The next thing I have to say, the environmental assessment of our island, Jamaica, still has to deal with this oil thing, where they said they find on mining. So with this one will come down in the court judgment. This mining of oil or stuff in Jamaica is on hold, that was only a propaganda, something them around, because they do not have the environmental assessment yet or the impact assessment yet on this oil, That is two. The next thing I'm going to finish with, three things I come with you tonight with. Uncle Ralston, your brilliance is not just man-made. Your assessment of all the economic, the micro and the macroeconomics, when it comes to finances, people, the impact on the economy, on people's life, Uncle Ralston, it's not just you, it's God-given knowledge to you, because some of these, if people do economics that I do, when you can put a formula to what can happen and the impact of it when you analyze analytically, brilliance. And must be from God. Colin, you see this show? I'm telling you something.
That is why, hold on, Carl.
Show before, please give thanks to the Almighty God for guiding you and protecting everyone around you, because if this Portland Spice did not come out, as many has been telling you, Andrew Onis would have run roughag over the people them already. May I tell you? He is listening.
Raleigh wants to say something.
No, don't worry about God. That is why we have to defend people, because much is given to, much is required from.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Amen.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Amen. And Uncle Ralston, please, the one thing I remember, if you recall in the back, when I asked you of the BRICS,
yes,
please, Uncle Ralston, look at the impact, because Carney is in Europe.
Yeah, man.
It has changed. It's split three ways now.
Yeah,
the
man.
Canadian dollar and the euro dollar. There is going to be another currency in competition with BRICS. And we need to be on alert. Uncle Ralston, I'm only giving it because just as you get, as you said, much is given, much is expected. Have a good evening.
Raleigh, one of the questions that I was asked to ask you about, Saudi Arabia leaving OPEC, what effect that will have on anything of the sort? Hold on, you're breaking up, Raleigh. I don't know if you move, if you change your location. But Raleigh? I don't know if you change your location, Ralston, but you broke up a while ago. Raleigh.
Colin, I'm back.
Yeah, we didn't hear the response to the OPEC. Yeah, go ahead. Tell us up the OPEC. Saudi Arabia leaving OPEC. What effect does that have on the world market? Yeah, man, I'm hearing you, Raleigh.
And I'm saying that says that if they're leaving, not the Saudis.
Who said they are leaving?
Hello?
Who you said that they are leaving OPEC?
United Arab Emirates, not the Saudis.
Oh, the Emirates, yeah. So what effect does that have?
Very little impact because they're a very small producer, and the people in OPEC and the Iranians see them as traitors. They are more in their American camp than anything else. But they are very small producers, so it will not have that impact. If the Saudis left, that never made an impact because they're the largest producer in OPEC.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have a call?
That's why the Iranians attacked them even this morning, because the Iranians see them as traitors.
Oh. Well, let's go to this call. Caller, good evening. Welcome.
Yeah, Colin, good evening. Can you hear me clearly? Ralston, good evening. I've been trying to catch up people along this while because I love hearing your words. And more time I have a question, but I wasn't able to catch up with you. But good hearing you. Congrats on that honor being awarded to you, rightfully so.
Yeah, man.
Colin,
yes.
I'm listening to the callers, and as a man who go down in the sandbox and seeing the streets and seeing the effects, I think it is so necessary that we have people like Ralston, explaining to the people what is the meaning of how money is being spent, how it's hard to come by, what are the forecasts and predictions, because I hear Ralston touch on a couple of things. Jet fuel, airlines going down. Remember when jet fuel goes up? When jet fuel goes up, Ralston can relate to this. When jet fuel goes up, cost of tickets goes up. Cost of tickets goes up, less tickets going to be bought.
Airline goes down.
Right? As people spending power goes down, so goes the demand for flights and travel.
Correct.
The airlines will go down, and these low-cost airlines, as Ralston is saying truly to the people, goes
down.
Now, interesting to know too, as Ralston was talking about Lufthansa and those big lifters, cruise ship trips are trending down now as we speak.
Yeah, man.
That is one.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yes, and I'm noticing, I'm taking key note. Now, another thing to watch: the Emirates, the United Arab Emirates, they are leaving OPEC. Could be a signal that there could be further chip away of other states from OPEC. Because what is happening now? There has been rumors that the Saudis, when this man tried to friend up Saudis, that the Saudis might try to stop dealing oil in US dollars, because that's why they have a control on the whole thing,
Hold on. Well, Mohammed bin
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Mohammed bin Salman already said that, I said Trump diss him. So this whole thing about petrodollar, I'm now working it, man. Selling oil in Chinese yuan. Yeah, man. Yep.
Yeah,
man. Bin Salman already said that, man.
It's people like Ralston now who is able to bring this out to the people and the local population of Jamaica, because listen, remember, up here, so which is the big economy from up the street from Jamaica, is teetering on the edge right now, and a lot of people do not know that we do not get oil from the Middle East. So it is strange that oil prices are going up in the United States, so we don't get oil from them. But you see what's happening with the speculation. A lot of people don't understand, and it's going to take people like Ralston Collins to explain to the people why there's the speculation, why the stock market is playing theta too, cost of living is going up, and all that kind of stuff.
And that's why we feel blessed to have Ralston over here.
Thank you. It's a blessing. And Ralston, keep up the good work, and may your health stay up so we can keep you up. And
all right, brother.
Now,
man. Blessing.
Let's look at a couple of things.
Yeah.
The message that is being sent now to the local economy in Jamaica is one of deception. Because I remember when we down in a sandbox and the big bang them go on in Colin.
Yeah.
We have a little man down there, we call him Baghdad Bob, when they tank them crash through in veranda, a man say we are winning. And we see what happened with the fallouts from that.
Yes.
Right? Long-term fallouts.
And out of that came ISIS.
Thank you. The effects of this now has not started yet,
No, this not done yet.
And what we're seeing now with the local economy, are just the ripples reaching the local economy.
Yeah, man. Now. Correct.
And right
Correct.
now we have this. I'm listening to the program earlier, and I've been hearing about the distractions and where the focus is, where it shouldn't be, on the mace and all these kind of things. Let me tell you something. They are trying to copy what is happening here, which is using distractions to deviate from letting the people know exactly what is happening.
Yeah, man.
The current state of the world says that the local economy is surely trending downwards, and it's going to be big trouble for countries like Jamaica. So when I hear them attack all this thing about Vernonville, we don't need to hear that, because we're way behind where we should have been. Had we been producing,
we're not going to have no food. People are going to dead hungry.
Thank you. See, you take the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, man, the call us
was one of the most critical thing, but nobody, the government, does not want to encourage nobody to invest in agriculture and all these things.
Yeah.
That is not on their mind. You know what I'm saying to you? We look at the coup. So what is going to happen now? They're going to have to lie to the people because they cannot let the truth get out.
Yeah.
And Ralston and Colin, I implore you and I applaud you. And we have to keep begging the people, the think tanks, the people with the know-how, like the Mr. Golden and Ralston and Colin, keep letting the people know and be aware of what is happening. Because it is serious. Because in another months, Colin, Ralston, do you guys realize that in 28 days the next Atlantic hurricane season starts?
My God.
28 days?
Yes.
Yep. And nothing not yet.
And the government not start yet.
Yep.
Start. We ever hear? I don't think they have thought of what the crushing effects could be. And Ralston,
well, today's
are
what?
Able. Today the 5th, 4th. Today the 4th.
Well, it's 4 more days to move out the rest of people that are living at the school. Them.
Listen, let me tell you something. You see, I'm gonna look at I'm gonna slap something hard real quick before, because I hear you call some people name. We had a minister who abolished plastic bags in Jamaica. Remember that?
Yes.
Because of our environmental detriment, right?
Yes.
And it was the same minister who brought these buses that emit nitrogen oxide come to Jamaica. So what are you doing to the atmosphere and the young people?
Yeah.
Gosh.
And then when people bring it out, you want bad man after people. We talk about deception and CEOs. Colin, we can go on with this all day, but we talk about CEOs and deceptions and why they're not being moved and that kind of stuff. Now look at it. Had the rules been different, you think Mark Golding could have been in the office with 3 to 4 statutory deductions for the year?
They would have burned this down.
Yeah, man. You have to run, man.
Is what I'm saying to you? We look again. I just checked the news and they said that in murders are down by 23%, but Manchester has gone up 180%.
Mm-hmm.
We need to keep talking to the people. And I don't know what the bloggers are putting up, but Colin, your show is a shining example. And we have people like Ralston up there.
Yeah, man. Give thanks.
That's what I'm saying? So
Bless
I'm not really still long, but we just say continue the good work. I'm calling. You don't know anytime I touch base, but listen well and
yes,
touch base with the
yes, sir. And contribute
so we
solid.
give thanks to this trend.
Yes,
and we
man.
link you again. Ralston.
One love.
Blessed brother.
Again, my brother.
Yeah, man. Bless you.
Letting the people
Yeah, man. We're not stop, man.
Layman terms.
Yeah, man. So that people can understand. Yeah, man. Bless up. Yeah, man.
Raleigh, that's the final call. Why y'all leave with the people them?
Well, as we are saying to the people of Jamaica, don't go to distraction. The important things right now is for better accountability and transparency. So follow what is happening with the Naira bill. Don't follow the distraction about Mace and Speaker, because we already know that it's a conflict of interest of the Prime Minister's wife as the Speaker of the House, and her conduct is totally unacceptable and extremely repugnant. Focus on what is happening, because Jamaica is a small player in the global economy. And Jamaica's major trading partner is America, which is a major player in the war. And the American economy is deteriorating as a result of the war. Tourism is going to be affected. Remittances are going to be affected. And those are our 3 earners, and the trade deficit is climbing. So we're buying more from foreign and we're selling less to foreign. So we're going deeper and deeper. So we have to use that money that we lined up. These things like food security, so we can reduce the food import bill, which was 2.1 billion, and oil bill, which was 1.74 billion. So focus on those things, people. Don't get distracted. Those are things going to affect your grandchildren. Don't focus on the myths about England and everything. People.
Raleigh, give thanks. We'll talk tomorrow.
Blessed, brother. Yeah, man. Blessing. One love.
That was Ralston Hyman, people. And I tell you earlier, ask Brother Stamp to tell me if Juliet behavior to the touching of the mace is not equal to idol worshipping. Coming up right after this program is Religious Freedom. Please remember to join Mr. Stamp as the discussion continues.
Tell them to try pre-we, big up Portland Spice TV. Tell them to try pre-we, big up Portland Spice TV. Remember to subscribe. See, Portland Spice TV. Louis Culture say it once, so I say it again. Portland Spice TV. We are going to hold them and pop it off. Bogus match where we rip off. Subscribe, share. Portland Spice TV is here.
May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace. Until we meet again tomorrow evening, peace be with you. Remember, coming up right after this,